it is time to do the last setup in this journal, and I am going to miss this one so much. I just love this deep red color of this journal. Hi guys, today I'm going to set up my December pages, and I cannot wait to show you this cozy Christmas theme. It was not a theme I was planning to have for December. Well, to be honest, I had no idea what I was going to do, mainly because I do not have a lot of winter-themed stationery, let alone Christmas-specific washi tapes or stickers. I do have a lot of stationery, I am well aware of that, but there is minimal amount of that suitable for this time of year. I seem to forget about winter because I get extremely excited about autumn and Halloween, and my favorite stationery shops and artists do too. So there are many shop updates and also lots of stationery buying. And then suddenly winter comes and it is yet another year I am scrambling to figure something out at the last minute. But this year the washi tape shop literally saved me. They very kindly sent me 6 of their newest washi and PET tapes, and that's what I am going to work with today. When I saw this tape, they brought me so much joy and they made me excited about this time of year again. I have to admit, Christmas is not a holiday I look forward to. There is a lot of socializing which I am not the biggest fan of. I am extremely introverted, and spending that much time with people all the time everywhere around me is quite taxing. Even when it is family, it is just what it is. And also my birthday is December 23rd, and it very often gets put aside because of all the rushing, stress and preparation. If you are born sometime around Christmas, I am sure you understand. But okay, this is not a therapy session, guys. Let's see all those tapes that slightly restored my enjoyment of Christmas and winter time. If you are not interested in the stationery haul and you would like to skip right to the journal setup, there are chapters in this video, so you can easily go there. For those of you who are as excited about stationery as am I, let's finally see those tapes. First we have pre-cut Winter's Whisper wide washi tape. I believe you can get all of these in either washi tape or PET tape version, and all of these are pre-cut, so the designs are basically stickers. And I also believe all of these are limited editions, so if they are gone, they are gone. If you are not sure what the difference is between washi tapes and PET tapes, washi tapes usually have slightly muted colors. They are still very colorful, but compared to PET tapes, they are very slightly less saturated. They are more transparent and they blend beautifully with the page. PET tapes are, as I said, full of color, but they are also very shiny and they also have transparent background. This washi tape is beautiful. There are 2 themes, it seems. The first section has this Christmassy, cozy vibe with lots of reds and greens. There is a scene with fireplace I really like, a Christmas tree. There is also a Christmas market. When I opened this tape, I knew these designs would get used right away. And the second section is more winter related with lots of blues and white. There are again many smaller designs like earmuffs, scarf, a hat, a couple of snowmen, but I also like these bigger wintry scenes. We are off to a very strong start, guys. Let's continue with the pre-cut Holly Bloom wide washi tape. This is full of winter florals with an addition of Christmas ornaments, snowmen, cherries, stockings, and everything seems to be covered in snow. It is mostly green, white and red, with occasional yellow and blue, but the colors are muted, almost vintage-like. I was not sure about this one, seeing it on the Washi Tape Shop website, but it is so much prettier in person. Not that it looks bad in the shop, it is just so much cuter when you hold it in your hands. This tape is slightly narrower than the previous one. It is 6 cm tall, while the Winter's Whisper is 7 cm tall. If you are wondering why I am counting squares on my table, I was trying to figure out the length of the design of each tape. I could maybe look at the website, but this is much more fun. So each square on my table is 5 centimeters wide, and it is perfect for quick measurements like this. This design and design on every single one of these tapes is 100 centimeters long. So you get a full meter of different designs 5 times over, because their tapes are usually 5 meters long. And that's why I love the Washi tape shop. They give you a lot of tape and lots of designs. And I am not saying that because they sent me these tapes. I genuinely use their tapes, and I was using them before the Washi tape shop started sending me their products, and I still buy them myself. There are actually 4 more tapes I bought this month from the Washi tape shop, but I am not going to show them to you today because some of them I plan to use for my 2026 bullet journal setup, and I want that to be a surprise. Mainly because I am not really sure what exactly I am going to do, but I am so excited to start working on the journal. Back to the haul. This is pre-cut Winter Dreamscape white PET tape. You can immediately see the richness of color and shininess as well. This style of art is usually not my thing, but guys, it is slowly growing on me. It is very cutesy and whimsical in softer holiday colors, and I love all of these smaller designs, all those presents, bows, lanterns, decorated branches, Christmas tree. It is adorable. PET tapes are made from plastic, that's why they are so shiny, and it is impossible for me to control the glare in the video when I am using these, so I hope you will forgive me for that. But this is not a problem casual users have, and PET tapes had become quite popular, especially when the pre-cut version of both PET and washi tapes become available. That's a game changer. Next, we have pre-cut Frozen World white washi tape. It is full of outdoor sceneries, snow-covered trees and cabins, frozen rivers, children playing in the snow, mountains in the background. This is how winter used to look like when I was a child. Now we rarely get snow. Designs on this tape are all very similar, and I really like that because they will be perfect for building longer or bigger winter scenes, maybe along the bottom of the journal spread. I can't wait to try that. There are 6 different scenes, and they're also pre-cut, so there is not that big chunk of white at the top included in the design. I was very excited about this next tape. This is pre-cut Snowy Stroll white PET tape, and it feels like winter wonderland. I love all of these characters here, and the reindeer. I squeaked when I saw it. There is also a cat. It's adorable. This tape feels very active. Every character is doing something winter related, and this will be so helpful for creating some dynamic spreads or decorations. The skating girl has similar colors to these scenes, so that might be a good combination. And guys, seeing this tape, I got so excited about Christmas again. It brought me so much joy. This last washi tape does not scream winter, but I can see why they released it now. This is pre-cut Frosted Meadow white washi tape, and it is full of creamy white florals. They look vintage but elegant at the same time, and they feel perfect for those minimal winter or vintage layouts. And that was the last tape in today's haul. They are all linked in the description if any of them piqued your interest, and there is currently a sale going on the Washi Tape Shop website. So if you don't have your winter/Christmas themed stationery sorted out yet, you can get those even cheaper. There are actually 2 sales going back to back. If you are watching this video the day it got released, November 30th, there is the Black Friday sale happening by the end of the day, and you can get 20% off of your order with code FRIDAY. If you are watching this later, don't despair, there is the Cyber Week sale with again 20% off and code MONDAY, lasting until December 7th. Everything is written down in the description to help you out. If you want to support me during Black Friday and Cyber Week sales, you can use my links in the description. Those are affiliates, so I get a small commission. Of course, you don't have to support me. Simply type the washitapeshop.com in your browser and you're there. Now, back to my December cover page. I spent a lot of time deciding on the theme. I was not sure whether to go with a classic winterscape or a Christmas theme, and because there are not that many opportunities to use Christmas-related stationery, I chose that, but I made it cozy. There was this girl reading in one of the PET tapes, and then a scene with the fireplace and another girl reading. These were made for each other. And I also could not forget about the cat. Yes, I did cover that white dog in front of the fireplace with one of the girls, but he was just not fitting in. I have to point out I have nothing against dogs. There was a time when I used to dislike washi tapes with backing, but with time I have realized it's actually perfect because I can roughly cut the designs I would like to use out of the tape and move them around the page while I figure out the layout without having to stick them down right away. So I cut up lots of different pieces, both small and big, and I played a lot with this layout and I am so happy with how it turned out. I added just a couple of book pages and a scrap of paper from another journal. It is slightly more yellow than the paper in this journal, but it is almost the same and it brings just that little bit of something different to this collage. There was this awkward space between a girl on the left and the cat, and I had no idea what to put there. Now that I think about it, maybe even more of this book page would be nice, but I put this script washi tape from Layla Journals under the girl, and then I filled up the remaining space with a small cone sticker and a bit of lace. I also really liked the Merry Christmas sign, so I put it on top. And for the title, I chose the font that makes it look like it was typed on the typewriter. I think it is Special Elite, just to tie it all together with the cozy reading theme that is going on here. There was still a lot of blank space on the page. You guys know I love to decorate my pages a lot, so I put some smaller stickers around this main scene, and that's it. I made myself not to over-decorate this time, which is quite a success for me. On the right side, I am working on a calendar and I am using brown gel pen to make it look a bit softer. I will still write inside with a black pen, but I want to experiment more with using different colored pens for my calendars and book reviews in my reading journal as well. This is a rough paper, so most pens have a hard time with it. Thankfully, the only black pen I use, and I have been using it for years now, is Pilot Acroball pen, and that one works well even on textured paper. I am using Reverie Journal from Mellow Days, and there is watercolor paper in those, so it is a bit more rough than a paper in your regular journals, but I managed even when the gel pen struggled a bit. And no, it is not a mistake that Sunday section is bigger in the calendar. I write in the name of every video I post, and because of that, there is never space for anything else to add. So I am trying out having a bigger box for Sundays in December. It looks kind of dumb, but I wanted to see if this would solve the issue, or I will need to figure out something else. For the dates, I used these brownish yellow number stickers. I was thinking about using red, but I could not find stickers in red that would match. So it looks kind of bland now, but I will add more color to this page with decoration. I put the fireplace under the calendar and I made a small collage on top of the page using book page, script washi tape, a bow. I really wanted to use a bow there, and I added small flowers from one of the new tapes as well. And what I am most proud of, I made this cat on the cover page hold a sock and it's adorable. Later I put the slightly bigger red bow over the bow I had initially over the calendar, and I like it a lot more now. It was just a tiny change, but it made a big difference. And that's it, the cover page and calendar are done. Let's decorate a page that is very much Christmas related, and that is Christmas gift list. I wanted to create another scene, similarly as is on the cover page, and since this is a gift list, I really wanted to have here the sleigh with the reindeer. Those are so adorable. I put the Snowy Village sticker as a background and then the sleigh and the reindeer on top to make it look like they are going to deliver some gifts. I put smaller stickers all around the page to make it cuter, and I went a bit overboard with all the stickers because I barely had enough space for the table, but everything fits just fine after I lower the reindeer a bit. There are 7 people and 1 dog I need to track gifts for this time, and it can get pretty confusing. So I am making a simple table with a space to write the name, gift, if it was bought, its price, and then I will check the last section off when it gets delivered. I admit I have used a very punchy red marker and I am not sure I like it here, but it is what it is. For the title I used letter stamps to make it look similar to the cover page, and I also used these on the right side for the tasks section. This will be a full page for tasks and I am going to try and use the, I think it is called Rolling Weekly, but I will use it for the whole month. I have no idea how that will go, but I wanted to try it for a long time, so why not now? I have never tried this type of feature in my journal, so I am curious to see how I will like it. I am decorating the whole right edge of the page, this time with stickers that are mostly yellow in color. This girl carrying presents is so lovely and I tried so hard to have her on the cover page, but she did not fit there, so I am happy to be able to have this sticker here. Then I put this string light in here and the gnome, it is so cute. The lanterns are so pretty as well. I am placing these a little farther from the edge and I am cutting the leftover page off. It looks kind of like a waterfall tabs, but I was not really concerned about these being usable. It's just for aesthetic because I was so excited about these tapes. I wanted to use all of them. Now let's work on spreads for my daily entries. As always, I am not dividing the space in advance. I write dates in as I go through the month because some days I write more, some days less, some days nothing. So this way I am leaving no blank spaces on my pages. Here I am using mountains from one of these sceneries to pretend it is a snow hill for this snowboard girl. I was very excited when I got this idea. And this girl throwing snowball is one of my favorites. She would also look cute in anime or manga review spreads if any of you guys are doing those. Lastly, I cut around the decoration and we can now flip onto the next page. Here I am using the Holly Bloom washi tape. I used a few of those vintage-like flowers in here and a couple of ornaments. This was so quick and it looks so pretty. I am putting few decorations onto the left page as well, but not too much. I might add more during the month if I feel like it. Okay, and the last spread for this setup. I use 3 or 4 spreads every month, so I usually decorate 3 spreads at most, just to not waste pages, and then when I need more, I set it up later. And guys, I admit I over-decorated this page a lot. I was so hyper-focused on creating a scene of these 2 girls gifting each other presents and then with filling the space around them that when I stepped away and came back, I have realized I messed up. It has been a long time since I got so into the zone, but you know what? It is what it is. At least this spread is not boring. And it should be just around the time I get to these pages for it to be Christmas, so yeah, when to be excessive, if not now. There are still 10 pages left in this journal, so I have plenty of space to fit the full December in here. And with that, let's flip back so we can see again how I decorated my journal for the last month of the year. This is certainly one of my favorite themes I have made this year. I love this cozy feeling it brings, perfect for the end of year rush. I wish you calm and cozy December, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again to the Washi Tape Shop for sending me some of their newest tapes. Don't forget to check out information about all the sales down in the description. If you enjoyed this video and would like to get more winter inspiration for your journals, here is my last year's December setup. There was a lot of trial and error involved, but it is quite colorful and I love that. In the bottom corner, there is my latest video if you'd like to watch something more recent. Have absolutely a lovely day and I will see you in the next one. Bye.